Hey everyone, Muckluck here with a breakdown of the October 27th patch notes that just hit Guild Wars 2. Here are the release notes. The link to them will be in the description if you'd like to read them for yourself. Let's go over what they're changing. Thunderhead Peaks fixed an issue that prevented characters from completing the Chasing Tails Catter and the Bone Crusher achievement after unlocking Chasing Tails Thunderhead Blow in rare situations. Characters currently affected by this issue will be able to update this achievement after returning to the Thunderhead Peaks. I haven't hit this issue myself, but I am aware of numerous issues where people can't get certain steps of the story done in Thunderhead Peaks. It is nice to see them tackling one of them. Hopefully there are more fixes there to come. Your Marches fixed a bug that caused multiple Norn chests to share a daily cooldown. Again, I haven't hit this one. I do have characters parked at the 3 large treasure chests in Biora, and I log onto those characters, open the chest, and log out every day. I went over that in my daily habits video. It's easy, couple of gold worth of ingredients for 15 seconds of work. But I have never seen this. I don't know if those chests are the Norn chests they're referring to, but that bug has been fixed. General, remove duplicate, level 78 crafted exotic backpack recipes. If it's a duplicate, okay. The Mystic Forge refill button has been improved and will no longer lose track of an item stack if the output matches one of the input items. The Mystic Forge refill button will now use the first matching item stack in your inventory. Thank goodness. Let me show you what this was. So here's me in Guild Wars 2. If I throw some items into the Mystic Forge, let's say I'm going to combine 4 medallions. As you can see, I just got back a medallion. It's very fortunate that while I'm trying to do this for visual aid, that actually happened. When you get back one of the same things you just put in, it moves it to the bottom of the list. When that would happen before today, if you hit refill, this item that was moved to the bottom of the list would not refill, and you'd have to manually do it. For those of you wondering why would you possibly do this recipe if you just get back one of the components, there's a chance of getting amalgamated gemstones, and it's much more profitable. That's the reason you do this. Anyway, there's a lot of recipes like that. If you try to turn Mystic Coins into Mystic Clovers, sometimes if it fails, you get back Obsidian or Ectoplasms, which are the components you combine with the coin, and that screws up the refill button. Very nice to see this fix. Some inventory menu options have been moved out of the menu and into buttons for better visibility. This one is very helpful. So what they did is they took the deposit all materials and the compact buttons from this drop-down menu and moved them out here. For those of you that may not have known that they existed at all, you can hit deposit all materials and it teleports anything that will fit in your material storage to your material storage, and then compact just squishes everything to the top. As you can see, I have maxed out the zucchini storage in my material storage. I wonder why. The categories listed under the equipment section of the hero panel have been reorganized. The new arrangement is now equipment, wardrobe, outfits, dyes, glider skins, mounts, novelties, miniatures, finishers, and then mail carriers. To show that change, that's talking about right here. If you're looking at your equipment and you go back out here, they have reorganized this to try to make a little more sense. Items. The existence of consumables that equip players with high control skills creates an unintended play pattern involving combat with the inventory panel open. It's our goal that encounters with substantial defiance bars be addressed by build changes rather than reliance on consumables. And for this reason, we are disabling several items in dungeons and fractal content. The following consumable items are no longer usable in dungeons or fractals: metal rod, power matrix, rock, wooden plank, sentinel rifle, termite shovel. Let me show you. Now, anyone who frequently runs fractals will recognize some of these items up here. What you would commonly need to do in challenge modes is shrink your inventory, something like this, and stick it right there. While you're running the fractal, when you get to a boss that has a really nasty break bar, you might go over here and double click metal rod, and then just hit the 2, which is a massive stun, and you just break the bar over his head. There's an entire webpage dedicated to consumable items that can be used with fractals. There's some that get invisibility. There's some that do massive stuns. There's some that do pretty good stuns but have a short cooldown, such as the sentinel rifle here has a 3-second cooldown. This was perfect for the Shattered Observatory fractal with Verastra. That was the second boss with the marble balls that you had to bounce around. When she would split into the mini clones, I believe there were 9 of them. You could use the Sentinel rifle and run from clone to clone and just one-hit kill, one-hit kill, one-hit kill, one-hit kill, one-hit kill. Literally one person who knew how to use the Sentinel rifle could handle the entire room while the other people were just freaking out. Now, am I happy about this change? There are 2 ways they could have done this that I would have been happy with. One is what they did. If they just made it to where you can't use these items inside of the fractals, that would have been completely fine with me. It honestly, it felt more like you were fighting the user interface than the boss sometimes. You'd be fighting the boss, maybe you'd hit escape to detarget, you'd close your inventory, and you're like, oh shoot, I need to interrupt, and you might open the inventory back up and do that again. And the reason is that you can't macro this stuff. I can't assign metal rod to be my E key or something like that, So the other change that I would have been very happy if they had done is allow me to make macros. I came from many years of other MMOs, and in WoW and Rift, you could macro things. You just make a little button and have it run /U space metal rod or something like that, and you don't have to dig through inventory. You don't have to be digging through your bag to try to find the white mantle portal device in the middle of a certain boss fight or metal rod, etc., etc., etc. So I, for one, welcome this change. This just means that groups I was able to carry through that boss fight through Sentinel Rifle are going to have to bring more CC. And this also means that some people will become more valuable for groups because they bring a lot of CC. Looking at you, Mace Warriors. Finally, Black Lion Trading Company Gem Store. New items and promotions. The Dark Wing Throne is now available in the Style category of the Gem Store for 600 gems. Here is the Dark Wing Throne, and I'm sure we can all sleep soundly knowing that Guild MM just used 300 keys to get the last throne, and now there's a new one. I look forward to seeing if he is going to be going ham to try to get this. Limited time holiday sales. The Noble Count outfit and Lunatic Guard outfit are available on sale in the Style category of the Gem Store for 525 gems each, 25% savings. This is the Noble Count, and this is the Lunatic Guard. The Permanent Mad King finisher and Permanent Scarecrow finisher are available for 350, 30% savings. Here are those. I gotta say, I like the crows more than I like the Scarecrow, but that's just me. The Mordremoth die kit, Jormag die kit, and Shadow die kit are available on sale in the upgrade category of the Gem Store for 100 gems each, 20% savings. For a limited time, the Awakened Mounts pack returns to the Style category for 1,600 gems. For a limited time, the Magic Carpet Glider combo, the Shattered Bloodstone Ascender combo, and the Electromagnetic Ascender Descender combo return to the Style category of the Gem Store for 500 gems each. And that is the final thing. In an extra bit of news, Guild Wars 2 just tweeted the Icebrood Saga roadmap for the remainder of the Icebrood Saga. First up, we have the Icebrood Saga Champions release roadmap, which is a multi-chapter living world finale featuring new story, repeatable gameplay content, rewards, achievements, and masteries. In the weeks between releases, each chapter will continue to evolve with new content and ways to play. We're diving deep into development on the upcoming expansion, End of Dragons. Since our work in Cantha is top secret for now, today we're sharing a high-level look at the living world and festival release plans for every month from November to May 2021. November, we've got Chapter 1 Truce, with voice acting for Jormag Rising and No Quarter being added to the game. December is, of course, Winter's Day and the annual studio holiday break. January 2021, Chapter 2 Power releases. In February, the Lunar New Year event. In March, Chapter 3 Balance. Don't be confused, that's not a balance patch, that's a chapter by the name of Balance. April 2021, the Super Adventure Box and the Super Adventure Festival comes back. May 2021, Chapter 4, Judgment releases. This timeline is independent of our announcement and release plans for End of Dragons, but we're excited to reveal more information on these as soon as the time is right. For now, let's take a look at what you'll find in Icebrood Saga Champions. And once again, Champions is what they call this entire multi-chapter roadmap. An earth-shattering story finale. I wonder if that's a metaphor or if they're actually going to shatter the earth. You've always been a leader skilled at bringing people together to protect what they hold dear. Now the treachery you've uncovered in the north has left your allies shaken, and you'll need to rely on the bonds of trust between you to survive what's coming. The Icebrood Saga's conclusion will be felt throughout Tyria, even across the seas. So it's going to affect Cantha, I'm sure. Replayable Dragon response missions. Dragon minion incursions have thrown once peaceful lands into chaos, and there's no predicting when the next attack will interrupt. Each chapter of the Icebrood Saga Champions introduces new Dragon response missions. These can be tackled solo or in a group of up to 5. In these encounters, you'll head to invasion points to shore up defenses and protect the area from rampaging dragon minions, work together with allied reinforcements to neutralize powerful dragon champions, the ultimate threat at the heart of the assaults. Reading that, it sounds like tower defense or like dungeon defenders. I'm eager to see how that turns out because I love those games. Befriending allied factions. Tyria is full of people with different loyalties and priorities, but everyone is at risk from an enemy driven by only destruction. When dragon minion attacks multiply, you'll find more envoys making their way to the Eye of the North. During global faction mobilization events, players can pitch in to train, rally, and build trust with faction, both familiar and unlikely. You'll be rewarded by your efforts. Your allies will begin randomly appearing in dragon response missions to lend their special strengths to the fight. Oh, so we build up these factions, and then these NPCs might help us get further along in these missions. Achievements, masteries, and rewards. As you play champions, unlock the Dragon Slayer Mastery track to boost your abilities in dragon response missions and purchase weapon recipes and more from friendly faction vendors. Complete achievements and collections to earn valuable materials, mastery points, and unique rewards. Voice acting for No Quarter and Jormag Rising. The members of Guild Wars 2's Intrepid voice cast are now able to provide recordings remotely and will update No Quarter and Jormag Rising with voice acting when the Icebrood Saga Champions begins on November 17th. These 2 episodes were impacted by the COVID-19 health precautions, and we appreciate your understanding and support as we work to keep our staff and voice talent safe. Keep an eye out for more information about the Icebrood Saga Champions next week. The trailer for Chapter 1 Truce arrives on November 5th. If you got anything else to add that I may have missed or overlooked or that wasn't included in the notes at all that you've noticed, be sure to put it in the comments down below just to share the knowledge with the general community. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button just to help us out with the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to see more similar content. Take care.